Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SmackDown Live. A special 1 hour edition of SmackDown Live for you this evening, hailing from Long Beach, California. And what a way to kick off the show. We found out on Universally Speaking, ladies and gentlemen, that this match would indeed kick us off. It's the bitter blood feud between Finn Balor and Y2J Chris Jericho. And the Ayatollah of rock and roller, he calls himself the GOAT of professional wrestling. It's hard to argue with a few of Chris Jericho's points, but one that you could certainly take umbrage with is his issue with Finn Balor. It is still relatively a mystery why Chris Jericho has targeted Finn Balor, but in my mind, it's because he feels that Finn Balor could indeed be the next Chris Jericho. And Jericho is quite simply defending his spot here on SmackDown Live. There could also be, hell, they just don't like each other. And that's what has led us to this match to kick off SmackDown Live. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Elite Sports Management are in the building. They are cashing in their main event. One of two that they have this month. And of course, the Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match. The Lone Warriors versus DIY. Still to come. But right now, we have to focus on the task at hand. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the blue brand represents. The ultimate competition. And this man, in some eyes, is the ultimate professional wrestler, Finn Balor. The Irishman makes his way to the ring to a raucous reception here. This match has instant classic and combustible written all over it. These two men, as I mentioned, they just don't like each other at all. And Finn Balor, he's sick of the sneak attacks. He's sick of Chris Jericho constantly belittling everything that he stands for. And tonight, Finn Balor gets the shot at redemption. In a lot of ways, these two do draw a lot of comparisons with the leather jackets, the overall look and feel, their performance in the ring, their size. So the tale of the tape is very even, but certainly the experience is on the side of Chris Jericho, although Finn Balor has certainly no lack of experience all over the world. Of course, was a staple in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Finn Balor put his name on the map in NXT and has since held the World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown Live after cashing in on Roman Reigns, cashing in that NXT Championship, which was an enormous moment, one that many will never ever forget here on this channel. But Finn Balor has a new challenge staring across the ring from him right now, and that challenge is Y2J, the wily veteran. We are underway here, and oh, look out, Y2J straight away with a bulldog here. And now Chris Jericho is going to look to tie up Finn Balor here, and look out, just surfboards him straight away over the knees. And Finn Balor has already found himself in a compromising position, goes for the cover. Jericho kicks out at nothing. And then Jericho runs at him again here, looking for a swinging neck breaker, and it lands. And Jericho is off to an absolute flying start here. Jericho already going to try and work those legs. Jericho going to try and take it to Finn Balor here. There's an elbow right to the heart. Jericho's on top early, and that could be part of the experience level. You can hear where the crowd's allegiance lies. Jericho sucks chance. Throughout Long Beach, Finn Balor hooks him up. Brainbuster early. Dead center in the middle of the ring. And Balor's back here. Fantastic opening contest. How good is this, ladies and gentlemen? This is pay-per-view quality anywhere in the world. Look out there. Again. driving down with a receipt there, Finn Balor. Jericho, Irish whip, very aptly named when you're talking about Finn Balor, but he got out of the way of that clothesline, and look out, rings the bell across the ears, and then Jericho with an Irish whip. Oh, look out, Balor fires up, and it is on for young and old. Sling blade from Finn Balor. Finn Balor channeling that strong style that he used so effectively in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now Balor to the top, and Balor with a splash. Finn Balor with a splash down into the cover. 1, 2, and no. But draws a very long 2 count, and this crowd is up and about early here. Now Jericho, oh look out, got out of the way of that drop kick. It was a compromising position, but Balor then reverses that drop kick and a rolling forearm. Wonderful exchanges here from these two ring veterans. And now Finn Balor, look out, has that dragon sleeper, sits right in. He's even taken a knee. Look at the extension on that, but Jericho realizes he needs to get out and does. Jericho realized very quickly he needed to get out of there. Jericho just tosses him outside the ring. Tosses him outside the ring, and now Chris Jericho. You can see the frustration already. Bounces Finn Balor off the guardrail. Bounces him off again, and this time Balor is left prone, and look out, Jericho, this is really broken down here. This is broken down very quickly, but oh, look out, a crucifix on the floor. These men are taking it to the next level. Finn Balor, oh, off the ring post. Finn Balor has taken control back. It's ebbed and flowed. Balor now. Oh, look. Oh my God. Did you hear that? Finn Balor working away on Chris Jericho here. These two certainly not in favor of one another, and now Finn Balor could be looking to put him away here. Chris Jericho stunned. Finn Balor has him where he wants him. And the drop kick into the corner. And now Finn Balor gonna go to the top rope. And you know he's only looking for one thing. He's looking for the coup de grace. No, comes up short. Jericho got out of the way, flipped him over, looking for the walls, looking for the walls. And gets it. Jericho has it cinched in. The walls of Jericho are cinched in the middle of the ring. Balor's got nowhere to go. Balor's got nowhere to go. He's going to have to give it up. Finn Balor extended in the walls of Jericho. He's going to have to give it up, but Balor powers out. Balor shows the heart and determination of a champion. And Finn Balor now has Chris Jericho. Balor hangs him over the top rope. And Finn Balor, just surviving the walls of Jericho, sends him in. Balor with a chop. This is vintage. Finn Balor rolls him through. And a drop kick to the temple on the button. Jericho in trouble. Oh, but Jericho slides out of the ring. Very smart. This is the experience that Jericho has while he flexes to the crowd. But Finn Balor over the top. Finn Balor on fire in Long Beach. What a contest. Balor rolls him into the ring. Finn Balor now wants Jericho to his feet. Balor's cooking. He's firing on all cylinders. Drop kick on the button as well. And Balor's firing up. Finn Balor, a house of fire. And now the forearms. Here he is. Lighten him up. Vintage Balor. Open hand slap. And another forearm. Sits him down. And again, gonna hang Jericho up. No, holds him. Falcon Arrow. Finn Balor has him where he needs him to be. The crowd on their feet. Balor says that's it. Oh, Jericho got back up to his feet. Amazing recovery from Chris Jericho. Balor from the bottom. code breaker. The cover 1, 2. Jericho steals it. No. Finn Balor kicks out. Finn Balor kicks out of the code breaker. And Jericho now lighting Balor up with forearms. And Jericho another shot. Chris Jericho now takes Balor to the outside and throws him down to the floor again. And yet again, Chris Jericho incredibly frustrated. And Chris Jericho cannot put Finn Balor away, but now Chris Jericho's absolutely lost it. Chris Jericho's absolutely lost it, and he's thrown Finn Balor to the outside, and he's hammering away on the Irishman after he couldn't put him away with a code breaker. And look out into the ring post, and this does not look good. Off the ring post, and Chris Jericho can't beat Balor in the ring, so he's trying to beat him on the outside of the ring, and look out, throws him off the announce desk here. And this is ridiculous. The referee is at a count of 7, I believe. Now we're at a count of 7. And Chris Jericho, look out, a drop kick. Count of 8. And listen to the crowd. Jericho sucks indeed. And Chris Jericho, wait a minute, threw him over the barricade. And Chris Jericho jumped in the ring. And Chris Jericho just stole a victory by count out. Chris Jericho couldn't get the job done in the ring. Couldn't hang with Finn Balor. He had him dead to rights with a code breaker, but Balor peeled off the shoulder. And he throws Balor over the barricade and steals one via count out. That's ridiculous. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. Well, hang on a second. Jumping over the barricade was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. What is that all about? Maybe that's something for Chris Jericho to think about, but to think about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the co-main event of the evening, along with Elite Sports Management, is DIY versus the Lone Warriors. And I can tell you right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen, that match is now no disqualification. That's still to come. But tonight, SmackDown Live rolls on from Long Beach, California. And it's the one and only Roderick Strong, who said last week to General Manager Edge that he wanted the biggest and baddest competition that you've got. Because Roderick Strong, as we also found out last episode, is on his way to vengeance to face Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship. And Roderick Strong wants to prepare. He needs to be ready for a task like Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman is unlike any task you would ever face inside the 20x20 ring. Braun Strowman is a monster. He's been on a tear, and I have barely seen him backstage at all in the last few weeks, let alone tonight. But Roderick Strong, he knows that Braun Strowman is watching, because Braun Strowman, if he isn't watching, then he's sleeping on a competitor in Roderick Strong who I genuinely believe can topple the big man, but he needs to find a way. And how about this? What better preparation would you want than to face off against the world's largest athlete, multiple-time world champion? It's the Big Show. One half of the Hall of Destruction with Mark Henry. They have put that tag team on the shelf for now. Former World Tag Team Champions, of course, the Hall of Destruction, but the Big Show and Mark Henry are pursuing their singles endeavors once again. And this is a big opportunity for the Big Show, of course, both figuratively and literally. The Big Show has an aura about him. And you'd have to think that if the Big Show can topple Roderick Strong here tonight, well, that would put him right up in the reckoning. Can you imagine the Big Show versus Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship? But for now, it's Roderick Strong, the number one contender for the IC belt. against the enormous task that is the Big Show. We are underway. I tell you what, you wanted competition, Roddy. You've got it. Big Show walks straight up to him and points him straight out and says, "You're going to get this wrapped around your throat." And Roderick Strong runs straight at him, but the Big Show just shoulder checks him, and Roderick Strong might be just realizing how big of a task this is now. The Big Show with a headbutt. The Big Show with a headbutt drops him down, and listen to the roar of the Big Show. God, Lord, what a chop from Roderick Strong, and he says, "Let's go." He says, "Let's go," but oh my God, Big Show just drops Roderick Strong where he stands with a chop of his own. And Strong now lights him up, but can't knock the big man down. And Big Show, oh God almighty again. The power of the Big Show on display here sends Roderick Strong into the corner and slams him down. And now the Big Show's going to go to work. And Roderick Strong said to Edge he wants the biggest and baddest competition on the roster. And this is it. The Big Show is such a great preparation. He just tosses him to the outside of the ring. And Big Show is saying, "You're going to get this fist right, bounce it off your jaw." And look at the Show. He wants him back in the ring, and Roderick Strong, and look out, Big Show trying to get to him. But Roderick Strong sees the opportunity now. Sees the opportunity while the Big Show was distracted here. And chopping the hell out of the Big Show. The ample chest of the Big Show tries to get him again, but sends him onto the apron. No, Big Show just knocks him off the apron again. And Big Show is fired up here in Long Beach. Extraordinary night of action we've already had, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Jericho eking out another victory by a count out. And you can see the Big Show advancing on Roderick Strong, but he quickly runs into the ring. Roderick, look out, throws a shot. The Big Show almost welcoming that. And Big Show with a clothesline knocks down Strong. Seems impervious to damage. And look out, there's a body shot when he starts throwing these strikes. He's a deceptively good striker, the Big Show. Sends him in to the ropes. Oh my God, fallen from about 7 feet in the air. And that is almost like falling from a 2-story building when you fall off the shoulders of the Big Show. But, oh, again, these chops. They've got to be wearing him out. Look at the welts on the chest here. And then he gets him back into the corner, trying to take him off the feet here. Roderick Strong taking him. Oh, look out, the Big Show. Oh, just reverses. And this is the kind of task that Roderick Strong is going to be faced with at Vengeance, but Strong again, using those patented chops. And look at the welts on the chest of the Big Show. Trying to take the big man down, but the Big Show fires back with a forearm and then a chop of his own. Big Show well on top of Roderick Strong. Well, if Roderick Strong can't beat the Big Show, what hope has he got against the monster Strowman? This is such great preparation, though, to get you ready. And the Big Show, again, just tosses him to the outside of the ring. Big Show asserting his dominance. Roderick Strong has to be laying there looking up at the lights thinking, what the hell have I got myself into here? This is what he asked for. Roderick Strong wanted to be tested. He wanted to find out if he can hang the big man of the WWE. And now Roderick Strong still fighting back. Still fighting back. Looking for another chop. The Big Show welcomes it. But I tell you what, Roderick Strong is absolutely lighting him up here. The chops could be what it takes, and then he sends him off the stairs, and the big man is down. The big man is down, and Roderick Strong knows this is his opportunity. He runs at the Big Show, trying to light him up again with chops, and sends him over the barricade. And Roderick Strong playing to the crowd. He's showing that he ain't scared. Now the Big Show making his way up the ring, and Strong now on the apron. Oh, Big Show with a hard shot. A hard shot absolutely rocks Roderick Strong. And now the Big Show with a headbutt. Enormous man, the Big Show. Taking it to Roderick Strong, but he's fighting back here. Roderick Strong showing heart beyond maybe what anybody expected. And now Roderick Strong throws him out. Strong with a splash. Takes the big man off his feet. Takes the big man off his feet, and Roddy's starting to take to the air now. And this could be a brilliant strategy. Roderick Strong with elbows from the second rope here. Roderick Strong with a second. And he's wearing down the Big Show. Just going corner to corner here. And another one. No, Big Show moved out of the way. Big Show moved out of the way, but Roderick Strong. Roddy Strong again. And another chop. Lighten up the Big Show. Absolutely lighten him up. It's got to be taking its toll. It just has to be. And now Roderick Strong with elbows to the head, and the big man goes down. And Roderick Strong into the cover. One. He's got him. Oh my God, he kicks out at one. And Strong can't believe it. Roderick Strong doesn't know what he's got to do to keep the big man down. There's a hard shot and another one. And the Big Show lighten him up with strikes here. Sends him back into the corner, but Roddy out with a shot to the jaw. Big Show stunned. Strong off the ropes. On the button again. On the button again. And Roddy Strong is taking it to the Big Show. More chops. More chops here to the Big Show. Lighten him up. Throwing wild shots here. And now Roderick Strong taking it to the arm here. This could be smart. He's wearing the Big Show down. Piece by piece. Taking it to the Big Show. Braun Strowman has to be watching this, because this is the lengths that Roderick Strong is willing to go to. Strong off the second rope. Another drop kick takes the big man down again. And Strong now with shots to the legs. He's working over body parts. He's working over the arm, the chest, the legs. It all takes its toll. And now an exhausted Roderick Strong is going to go to the top rope. Going to go to the top rope. Big Show to his feet. Roderick Strong laying in wait. Roderick Strong, no, missed it. Big Show palms him away. Big Show palms him away, looking for the knockout punch, but it was reversed. It was reversed by Roderick Strong. It was reversed by Roderick Strong. More chops and shots to the Big Show. And Strong is just lighting up the big man here. Roderick Strong, you feel like he's getting real close now. Roderick Strong now working away on the legs of the Big Show. Working away on the legs again here. And this could be a strategy right now. This could be a strategy right now. Oh my God, the Big Show, the agility. The agility of this big man. Strong. Oh, another headbutt. And that could be enough. But Roderick Strong took the leg again. Roderick Strong is thinking on his feet here. Oh no. Oh my God. Roderick Strong gets him over for a suplex. I don't believe it. 2, throw. I thought that was it. I did not think for 1 second that Roderick Strong could get the Big Show over for a suplex. And Roddy Strong, I think, is starting to think that perhaps he can't pin the Big Show, so now he's going to have to work away on the legs here. And this could be a really sound strategy, but the Big Show won't go away. It's so hard to penetrate the armor of the Big Show. And there's a shot, just stumbling him and going back to the legs. Roderick Strong stumbling the Big Show and then working over the limbs, keeping him off his feet. I've said it a million times, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel, ad nauseum. You have to go after the limbs. Keep the big men off their feet. And this is exactly what Roderick Strong's doing, hammering away on the legs of the Big Show. If you can't pin him, try and work him into submission. And Roderick Strong now just lighten him up with these chops. The chops have been the key to the match. Roderick Strong, absolutely unstoppable. And did you think we would see this? Strong in control of the bigger man, Big Show. Are you watching, Strowman? Are you seeing what he's doing right now? Because the Big Show is in enormous trouble, but he gets out of the way again. But he just will not die. Roderick Strong throwing shot after shot, but now the Big Show again fighting back. The Big Show will not be denied. Roderick Strong in trouble. Oh, look out. Gets him down to one knee again. And now Strong knows how important it is to keep him there. And that's exactly what he's doing. That is exactly what Roderick Strong is doing. And he's going back to that knee. Going back to the knee here. It ain't pretty. It ain't your chain wrestling classic. It's just a straight up fight. And Roderick Strong took him off his feet with a flying clothesline. Took him off his feet with a flying clothesline. And now gets him to one knee. And Roderick Strong is lining him up. Sick kick to the Big Show. Sick kick to the Big Show. And now Strong thinking on his feet here. Roderick Strong, the legs that he's worked over, locks the big man up in the knee bar. The knee bar is locked in. He's worked over the legs. He's worn the Big Show down with chops and slamming the knee into the canvas. Roderick Strong has it locked in. The big man Big Show's gotta give it up. What a performance. What a performance and what a war. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't high flying. But Roderick Strong did what he had to do. And Roderick Strong comes up massive in Long Beach. And Braun Strowman, you must be watching and taking note now. There's General Manager Edge. And there's Neville. Neville saying he's sick of being overlooked. Oh, wow. Neville wants to hold a European title open challenge next week. And Edge says if you're feeling overlooked, go out there and prove everybody wrong. So Neville, next week on SmackDown Live, will be holding a European Championship open challenge. But right now, SmackDown Live just got glorious. It's the one and only Bobby Roode. We said last week that Roode would be here to talk about his victory over Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. He did what a lot of people didn't expect that he would be able to do. And he defeated Roman Reigns clean as a sheet, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring on pay-per-view. And Bobby Roode is absolutely flying here tonight after an incredibly impressive performance at the Survivor Series. Raucous reception in Long Beach. We've already seen a couple of real wars of matches. But now it appears as though it's time for a war of words as Bobby Roode makes his return to SmackDown Live in the only way that he knows how. And that is very grand fashion. You can see him soaking in the applause of the crowd. He's got to be pleased. He has to be happy with how Survivor Series went. He put in one of the better performances of the night to topple the seemingly unbeatable on pay-per-view Roman Reigns, and Bobby Roode is absolutely on fire here tonight. He has a microphone. This could go either way. What's next for Bobby Roode? Well, he did say it. He did prove a lot of doubters wrong, there's no question. Whoa. Bobby Roode saying he wants to move on to bigger and better things. Hang on a second. There might be someone who disagrees with that. And this is a very, very pissed off looking Roman Reigns, who of course, as I mentioned, was pinned clean as a sheet at Survivor Series 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns now looks even more determined. Look at the scowl on his face. He looks absolutely disgusted. He's just taken a microphone off one of our ring crew at ringside, and Roman Reigns is absolutely furious here. Obviously taking umbrage with something that Bobby Roode has said, probably everything Bobby Roode said. Bigger and better things. Roman saying the line for the belt starts with him. Roman saying your next step is proving that your win wasn't a fluke. Oh, God almighty! He just dropped Bobby Roode with that microphone. My God, you get the feeling that ain't anywhere near over. Well, Edge is going to make the announcement when the triple threat match is. But next week, Cesaro has a tune-up match against Ty Dillinger. Oh, look out. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This match, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told has just gotten underway. Has the bell even rang? I don't even know if the bell has rang, but it's no disqualification. I'm being told, yes, I am being told that this match is underway. DIY versus the Lone Warriors. No disqualification is underway. This match started while we were backstage, and these two are just rushed out here. These two teams, and they're absolutely beating the hell out of each other. Good Lord, what a combustible night we've seen here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Sheamus and Johnny Gargano on the outside. Tommaso Ciampa and Baron Corbin on the inside of the ring. And this is for the number one contendership of the Tag Team Championships. Johnny Gargano now getting the ascendancy on Sheamus. And now locking in a very similar, that looks exactly like the hold that just defeated the Big Show. And you can see Sheamus trying to fight out of it here. Sheamus trying to get out of there. And then, oh, a hard shot there to Johnny Gargano. You'll have to try and bear with me here, ladies and gentlemen, because this match is going to be fast-paced. It's going to be a complete and utter war. This is, of course, no disqualification, but it has to end in the ring. And look out. Northern Lights suplex from Johnny Gargano. And look at Tommaso Ciampa inside the ring. Going to the top rope here. Tommaso going to the top rope. Wants Baron Corbin to his feet. Oh, Sheamus there, just dropping Johnny Gargano down. And there's a splash. And now Sheamus, he's gone to the top rope. I don't think Tommaso Ciampa has really seen him here. I don't think he's seen him. And Sheamus breaks up the pin from the top rope. I don't know whether that hurt him more, but it certainly stopped the pinfall in the middle of the ring. This match started while we were backstage, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies for no ring entrances or anything of that nature, but the WWE is the WWE. It's run by the lunatics at certain times, and this is absolutely no exception. These two teams march to the beat of their own drum in the despair. Look out there. Look at that. Beautiful neck breaker. Now Johnny Gargano to the outside of the ring. May have some sinister thoughts here, but he's left his partner alone with two of them inside the ring. But Johnny Gargano, look out. Oh my God, he had that sledgehammer looking to use that on Sheamus. But Sheamus said no dice. Baron Corbin and Sheamus may just have taken control of this match here as he has him up. Samoa drop from Corbin on Ciampa. And now Sheamus to go underneath the ring looking for one of those weapons. And oh my God, Sheamus has pulled out a ladder, for God's sake. Sheamus pulls out a ladder looking to swing it at Gargano, but Gargano took it from Sheamus. Oh God, rattled it off the head. Oh my God, that sledgehammer now buried right into the back of Tommaso Ciampa, and that may have taken him out of commission. And this has got to be in the wheelhouse of the Lone Warriors for sure. And now look out. Oh my God, Sheamus, go right down onto the ladder. And he is prone on the ladder. And oh, it looks like they're going to almost tag out here. This is tornado tag rules. But Johnny Gargano got gut-wrenched onto that ladder. And that may have taken him out of commission as well. And the Lone Warriors are firmly in control of this match. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I've mentioned it. This is to face the Revival at Vengeance for the Tag Team Championships. You can see now Tommaso Ciampa hooks him up, but there's a beautiful neck breaker. Just hangs him over the knee there. Now Ciampa tries to get Sheamus to his feet. Fireman's carry as Baron Corbin works away on Johnny Gargano at ringside here, perilously close to that ladder that Johnny Gargano got gut-wrench suplexed onto. Sheamus now could be looking for more weapons here. So much dangerous things around the ring that you can use to your advantage. And Sheamus, well, he's got a Singapore cane, a kendo stick, whatever you want to call it. This does not look good. And Sheamus is just circling him like a hyena. Oh my goodness me! That nearly went into the crowd. And Tommaso Ciampa with a great counter, and Sheamus was going to swing that so hard it almost went into the crowd. It almost took out his partner, but Sheamus looking to take out Tommaso Ciampa and nails him. Nails him with white noise. Down into the cover. We've got new number one contenders. 2. Got him. Throw. Can't put him away, but you know this one, it ain't pretty. It's just a fight. It ain't your traditional tag team match, but Tommaso Ciampa took him up. Look out. Oh my goodness me. Lombard check. But the referee is down. So Ciampa doesn't even go for the pin. There's a huge chop. And just like that, DIY assumed control again. You can see Johnny Gargano trying to get the crowd behind them. DIY continue to assert their dominance on this match. Sheamus, after that Lombard check, trying to get back to his feet. There's a neck breaker from Johnny Gargano. Tommaso Ciampa couldn't get the cover on Baron Corbin. It's absolute chaos here. And look at Gargano now, bending him backwards. Sheamus in a terrible position there. No wasted motion from either team here. The cover on Baron Corbin. It could be over right now too. No. And Sheamus clotheslines him out of the ring. And now Sheamus saying, get your ass out of the ring here. Sheamus throwing wildly here. Trying to run into Tommaso Ciampa. Lights him up with a European uppercut eventually. Eventually he gets hold of Tommaso Ciampa. Sheamus really doesn't know where he is after that Lombard check. That was a hard shot. Sheamus now hooks up Tommaso Ciampa and then just hangs him over the ropes. And on the outside, you got Johnny Gargano, Baron Corbin, but now they're back in the ring and Sheamus is looking for another weapon. Now he's got a friggin' baseball bat, for God's sake. I know that Sting is... Oh my God! I was waiting for it. It was a straight shot, and there's one to Sheamus. And he evens the odds. I was going to say, I know Sting's been threatening to be on Raw lately, but this is getting ridiculous. And now he sees the sledgehammer and he sees this is the ultimate equalizer. But no, Sheamus saw him coming. And Sheamus with the Irish Curse backbreaker. And now Sheamus runs in for the elbow. Sheamus and Baron Corbin have taken control now, but look out. Rolls him over. Signature maneuver of Johnny Gargano. Oh, he was looking for the bro kick and missed. It was countered. It was countered by Johnny Gargano. And Baron Corbin slowly to his feet. Ciampa slowly to his feet. It's been ugly, ladies and gentlemen, but this is what you would expect. And look out, Baron Corbin into the cover. Too. No, it's not over. Ciampa kicks out, but that's just smacks of desperation. And now look at this. The table. Johnny Gargano has a table, and there's a double axe handle. He took his eyes off Sheamus for 2 seconds. And Sheamus throws that table out of the ring as to avoid going through it, I would imagine. So chaotic this at the moment. Sheamus setting up that table, doesn't see Johnny Gargano coming after him here, and Johnny Gargano, oh my God, almost put him through it. He almost went through it. That's one for Matthew Botchamania. I am the table. And you can see Sheamus setting him up, and Sheamus Setting up Gargano. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh my goodness me. I still don't think that table broke. And Sheamus is going to put it over. Well, Sheamus is going to set it up, but look in the ring here. Look in the ring. Death Valley driver onto the sledgehammer. This has just been absolute chaos. And now Ciampa sets him up. Oh my God. Down on to the sledgehammer. But Sheamus cleans house. This has been unbelievable. Hard to keep up with. Baron Corbin, you would assume, is absolutely out of commission here. Absolutely out of commission. But Ciampa taken down by Sheamus. Now Gargano. He's almost Sheamus just trying to put out spot fires at ringside. And now look out. Baron Corbin. Deep six. Deep six. On to the sledgehammer. Sheamus has him pressed over his head. They've won the match, for God's sake. A flash knockout victory. The deep six. Onto the sledgehammer. I think his head bounced off the steel of the sledgehammer. And then Sheamus. Oh, look out. What the hell? The Revival. The Revival is here with chairs. The Revival with chairs. It's broken down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, your main event on Monday Night Raw, Colin Cassidy versus John Cena. It is unquestionably the biggest match in Colin Cassidy's career. What on earth has gotten into him? We'll find out on Monday Night Raw. There's Charlotte. Oh, look out. Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Becky with a bit of a smile on her face saying, good luck against Emma at Vengeance. Tension's high backstage. The tensions could be even higher here in a second as the general manager is out to announce. It is true, we know that. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks. Oh my God. Well, there's Bray Wyatt, the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God. Bray Wyatt with a message for whoever the winner is. Bray Wyatt says he's a desperate man with everything to lose. And he says it doesn't matter who wins, because he'll destroy them at the Rumble. But to get to the Rumble, you've got to go through Joe. And here he comes. And ladies and gentlemen, this has combustible written all over it. Samoa Joe marches straight up to Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt throws the first shot. And it is on. An absolutely chaotic night continues here, ladies and gentlemen. Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt destroying each other here, going toe to toe. And Joe, oh look out, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt set him off the ring post. Bray Wyatt set him off the ring post. And this is absolutely broken down into chaos here. The whole night has been just shrouded in chaos. And this is absolutely no different. The Lunatics running the asylum. And look at a chop from Samoa Joe there. Lighting him up in the corner here. And now Joe with a chop in the corner. Edge watches on. Bray Wyatt flops onto the ground. Joe with a spinning back fist. And now more shots. And this is just absolute chaos. These two behemoths just going absolutely toe to toe. And now look out. And now, charging him. Just charging him at Bray Wyatt, displaying his power now. Absolutely extraordinary scenes here on SmackDown. But a counter from Joe and a clothesline over the top. And Samoa Joe wants some more. Joe wants more of him. And Bray Wyatt has got to be having some second thoughts, surely. Bray Wyatt's got to be having some second thoughts. Joe wants more. And Bray Wyatt's going to come in and get some as well. And now Bray Wyatt's back in. This place has absolutely erupted here. Bray Wyatt lighting up Samoa Joe, but here comes Joe again. Joe wants the title back, but Bray Wyatt holds the belt. Samoa Joe has absolutely lost it. And now Joe screaming at Edge, saying, I want my match. I want my rematch right now. And Edge says, confirms what we all believed. It'll be at Vengeance. But wait a minute. Bray Wyatt. Oh wait, Joe saw him coming. Sent him in to the corner. Back elbow. Enziguri combo. Wants him. Wants all of him. Samoa Joe lining up Wyatt. But Wyatt fighting back again. These two are going to go to war at Vengeance. Samoa Joe, Bray Wyatt, lining each other up, all in the name of the World Heavyweight Championship. And Joe sends him out of the ring again. What a statement from Samoa Joe. This place is alive. No one sitting. Samoa Joe paces around the ring. The ring that he feels he owns, and he's after something else that he feels that he owes. And that is the World Heavyweight Championship. Samoa Joe just said, I'm going to destroy your boy. And Bray Wyatt is almost laughing at ringside. This maniacal, twisted individual. Bray Wyatt will face off with Samoa Joe at Vengeance. My God, what a night, ladies and gentlemen. No time to even breathe, but it's Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff. It's not the first time we've seen this. Some very stern words from Paul Heyman. Talking about the triple threat match, that enormous match, Cesaro, Brock Lesnar, and this man, Apollo Crews. After they won at the Survivor Series, they now face off in a triple threat match. We now know is in 2 weeks' time, the main event. And I'm being told it will be a co-production. It'll be Elite Sports Management and SmackDown Live presents that enormous triple threat match. Such is the ego of this man, but as ever, I am joined in my earpiece by Mr. Eric Bischoff. And I'm being informed to let you know that, ladies and gentlemen, this is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship and the man who will go on to face either Bray Wyatt or Samoa Joe for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's a long way to go till the Royal Rumble though, as we still have another stop after WWE Vengeance, and that will indeed be Judgment Day. So a lot of water to go under the bridge before we get to the Royal Rumble, but we are only 2 weeks away from that enormous triple threat. And well, this isn't a triple threat match, it's the Elite Sports Management main event of the evening. And this is No Way Jose. Getting an enormous reaction here in Long Beach, California. Finally, we get to take a little bit of a breath after a hugely combustible night of action here tonight. No Way Jose has injected a little bit of fun into this at time. Well, yeah, okay. I won't say it's fine. I won't say it. it's just good to have a little bit of laughter during this segment. That's all I'm saying. Elite Sports Management are in the house, and so is No Way Jose. This should be an interesting contest, and though I've been incredibly impressed with Apollo Crews' performances over the last few weeks, most notably the Survivor Series triple threat match. You cannot take that away from him. He got the final pinfall and No Way Jose runs straight at him, but only to play to the crowd, and this has never been a good idea in my estimation. It's Apollo Crews there with a drop kick, and they always seem to fall into the same trap. But I have a feeling that Elite Sports Management tend to handpick these particular opponents because of certain attributes that they possess to somewhat protect their client. But here's Apollo Crews there with a chop. Now this is, I say it ad nauseum. This guy, you cannot deny the fact that Apollo Crews is an incredible athlete. But he's gotten under the skin of Brock Lesnar to a point where it may be counterproductive to his progression. You can see Apollo Crews runs at him again. Apollo Crews runs at him again and drops No Way Jose down to the floor, and now Apollo Crews is absolutely lighting him up here. And Crews, another elbow there. Very proficient striker. Saw Brock Lesnar get his hands on Apollo Crews, but Apollo Crews one-upped him there, and there's a beautiful neck breaker from Apollo. Apollo Crews now. The beautiful elbow right across the throat. According to Eric Bischoff, who is in my earpiece, is saying to let you know that, again, this is the future #1 contender and the man who will go to the Royal Rumble and defeat either Samoa Joe or Bray Wyatt. It may even be someone else, but have a look at this for strength. Have a look at this for strength from Apollo Crews. Holding him there. That's incredible athleticism and strength. Takes the bigger man in No Way Jose up. Very, very impressive. You just get the feeling this kind of competition for Apollo Crews is a little bit beneath him, but I think that's the way they like. Okay, I'm speaking my mind. We're allowed to speak our mind, Eric. It's ridiculous. But Apollo Crews in firm control of No Way Jose. As Crews now takes No Way Jose into a headlock here. Look at that, perfect. And everything he does is with purpose, and everything he does hurts. Nobody will ever question that. Now Crews going to go to the top rope. Now Apollo Crews all the way to the top rope here. This is not where you want to be if you No Way Jose, because it's incoming shoulder check from the top rope. Incredible athleticism. And now Apollo wants him to his feet again. And Crews with a drop kick. Wonderful athleticism. Wonderful skill on display. And Apollo Crews, you feel like, is zeroing in. And there is that enziguri. Apollo Crews certainly doesn't draw the ire of the crowd. But you feel like it's just inevitable here, and look at the power. He did this to Brock Lesnar. The press slam and the picture perfect moonsault. The elite moonsault 2, and it's elementary. Apollo Crews picks up yet another victory in the Elite Sports Management paid production and paid main events. Apollo Crews dominant yet again. We didn't expect anything else. And it's getting beyond a joke this now, if I'm honest. But Apollo Crews is your victor. And according to Elite Sports Management, is the future World Heavyweight Champion. Can he defeat Brock Lesnar and Cesaro in that triple threat match in 2 weeks' time? But this is ridiculous. I mean, this is completely unnecessary. No Way Jose into the barricade. And Apollo Crews is absolutely tearing No Way Jose apart here. Sends him into the barricade, and the referee's trying to stop him here, but Apollo Crews ain't stopping for no one. It's completely unnecessary. drops him down. And Apollo Crews is now... It's just... uh-oh! You had to know it was going to happen! Oh, but this time it's the Advocates! It's Paul Heyman, who said to Eric Bischoff backstage that the entire Elite Sports Management Company is going to be victimized by the Beast. He did make that promise. He promised that the Beast was going to tear down Elite Sports Management and rechristen the scorched earth Suplex City. What a showdown. A new promise. Heyman saying it'll be sooner rather than later. Oh, but wait a minute. Apollo, you might want to turn around, son. It's the Beast. It's Brock Lesnar. They lured him in. And Apollo Crews is being taken to Suplex City. This place has come unglued. They're on fire. Brock Lesnar wants him to his feet, stalking him. Heyman watches on. F5, no. Oh, wait a minute. Crews with a German suplex of his own. Crews with a German suplex of his own. Oh, my God. Apollo Crews just laid out Paul Heyman. The Beast is furious. They're on a collision course for 2 weeks. We're out of time.